I started working for Volcanica as young as the age of 6 years old. We were in our garage, and I would just help my father sort of just prepare all of the packages for shipping the next day. And I didn't really know what was going on back then or how big it could have been. I don't think any of us imagined it to be as big as where it is today.
This is AdRoll Growth Stories with Volcanica Coffee. Over 12 weeks, we're following Volcanica's progress as they begin using AdRoll's growth marketing platform. These are real stories, real people, and real business-changing experiences. Aaron Contreras is Volcanica's Director of Coffee. In 2004, when Aaron was just 6 years old, his father Maurice was operating their coffee business from their garage, which isn't a surprise, as 69% of US entrepreneurs start their business at home. Aaron had a top 100 app whilst he was still in high school and moved to New York to focus on tech startups. He came back to Volcanica in 2018.
I think I didn't realize that I was able to do what we're doing now until when I started falling in love with coffee, and then I sort of just started channeling all my interests in lean startup philosophy, and I started channeling it towards lean manufacturing philosophy, because I think just the idea, let alone of building a manufacturing facility, is great. It sounds like a fun idea, but the things that go into this, the little things, the time, the effort, and more importantly, how fast can you get coffee in and out the door? And if you can't do that fast enough, then you may not be able to keep up. And keeping up was the main thing, that I wanted.
Customers expect their voice to be heard, which means attracting and retaining customers is all about listening to your audience. 85% of customers will pay more for a better customer experience. With that in mind, this year customer experience will overtake price and product as a key brand differentiator.
I think listening to your customer is the most important thing. And, there'll be times where I want to bring in maybe a product that might be outside of the normal thing that we would provide to our customers. And, you can be there and fulfill your customers' needs. But I think if you're able to create a need for your customer, that's where, you can open the eyes of your customers to something new that they didn't even know that they wanted. So I'm always trying to look past what they're getting on a day-to-day basis, but more so creating something that they've never had before. We're really just trying to break boundaries, bring in new coffees that we've never brought in before, and really create needs for the customers, because I think a lot of customers that they like coffee, but they don't know what coffee they like. I think, just making sure that you're steering them in the right direction, really letting them know what's out there is the most important thing. And I think that's what we did in our new website that we just rolled out, was really we wanted to build a customer journey so that when they came onto the website for the first time, there's a story being told. And that story is different for each customer. You're creating needs for your customer, is really what it is. Because at the end of the day, we're the chef. This is what's on the menu. This is what we're serving. Tour guiding them, giving them the tour guide and pointing them in the right direction is going to be the most important thing.
Artificial intelligence has been around since the 1950s, but has only gained real traction in business over recent years. AI in e-commerce is improving customer retention and sales. Knowledge of previous purchases, searched products, and online browsing habits leads to a personalized shopping experience to online shoppers. How many opportunities do you think you've had to interact with AI on a daily basis? From the adverts that you see online to the 24/7 customer care support that you receive, AI has made everything flawless.
It's time is what it comes down to. It's there's so many amazing things that you can do with technology. It's just, how do you want to spend your time? And more importantly, what's going to be very important for the customer? Outside of the web on Facebook directly, I've dabbled into that through using AI chatbots, and I've built a full chatbot on Facebook. His name's Jose. He's a farmer, and he's super cool. He's got life, he's got personality, and he's alive. You ask him anything. I did the chatbot. I thought it was great. Customer response was they wanted to speak to a real person. So I think, hearing those types of things kind of channels me back to well, should I be spending this much time on it if they really want to be talking to a real person? And I am looking for new ways that we can implement AI into our website. I think in the future, we definitely want to do a questionnaire that sort of will refine the search of the coffee that they're looking for. It's just timing for us. Maybe in the next year or two, we could see something like that.
Amazingly, today's business environment may be the first to include 5 different generations working side by side. Multiple generations in a workplace create an opportunity for people to learn from one another and hear different perspectives on the same ideas. One growing trend is that of reverse mentoring, a program where a younger employee and an older employee help each other to learn new ideas.
We're just a power team over here. I mean, he's a Fortune 500 executive, and then I'm just a washed up Wall Street startup entrepreneur. Literally Wall Street, washed up, and now I'm back here. And so I think when you put the two of us together, where you have the new and the old, I mean, not to mention he's my father. I mean, the sky is the limit at this point, where we can take processes that have been proven, which is what he's bringing, and then I'm bringing new ways that we can vertically innovate those processes instead of and that's something that we talk about here at Volcanica. We're very vertical in the way that we do things. We're always trying to take things and instead of doing it better than the next person of saying hey, we can do this, we know it works, let's do it better than them this way. We might take it all apart and put it all back together and find a vertically new way to do something. And I think, that's what makes it great, here at Volcanica, is that we're always trying to push for vertical innovation. Sky's the limit. I think the most important thing that's at stake for me personally is legacy. And I think for me, obviously I want to provide great coffee, but for me, this is important because, I'm creating legacy for generations to come. You have coffee companies that are around for hundreds of years. We've only been around for 15. We're a baby company. We're little. And so it's just exciting where we're at right now because, we're really in a position to take it the next 100 years.
We'll be bringing you updates from Volcanica Coffee as they implement AdRoll's growth marketing platform. Check out what it could do for you and your business at AdRoll.com.